Jack Trainor will head to Clubman Angle on Saturday night with a very impressive book of drives. I caught up with Jack to discuss the best of them. Well, Jack, an interesting book of drives for Clubman Angle on Saturday night. Prior to having a look at those, Luke John, a deserving win today. 2 eye-catching performance by a real gentleman, and yeah, Charlie.
Yeah, so far it's been a really good day. It was good to get my first win for Luke John. He's sort of been knocking on the door and deserves that, and both David Thorne's horses went really good. Young horses probably up in grade a bit, and definitely horses to follow.
Is it a matter of them drawing well to be very competitive?
Yeah, I think so. A true gentleman, he's only just waiting for a draw, and yeah, Charlie's just got really good speed. She's still learning how to race a bit, so I wouldn't be too game on pushing her out yet, but she'll go some really consistent races.
You start your commitments on Saturday in race 2 with number 4, The Ideal Dancer.
Yeah, he was good last start. It just was a little bit of a walk up front and then just a dash home, which probably isn't his go. He's back to the mile this week, and I expect him to go another honest race.
Yeah, nicely drawn in what should be a very competitive race.
Yeah, that's right. Probably the Query is the one, the Focus Stride is obviously a pretty good horse in his own right. So drawing in at 4, we're not going to be too far away from them, and probably not overly confident he can win, but I'm sure he'll go a really good race and definitely fill a place.
Yeah, I was speaking to Darren Binskin earlier in the day about Focus Stride, about 5 or 6 trials, but Darren said after 2 years off, still needs race experience to go further as far as this campaign is concerned.
Yeah, that's right. You can't beat race fitness. It's just obviously another level to it, and albeit its class probably looks like if you got a soft enough lead, it'd be hard to beat, but we're going to give it a good crack.
Town Echo, 5 from 5 since joining you. She's on trial for a trip to Queensland if she competes well in race 3. Yeah,
that's right. I'm really happy with her. Obviously 5 wins, she can't do any more than that, and probably her last win was the one where I sort of thought, well, maybe she's a bit better than I even give her credit for. She really toughed it out and put a bit of time on the board too. She's a bit awkwardly drawn in 10 again this week, but she's probably, to be fair to say, she's beaten this field a few times over now. We'll drive really positive, and the main aim is Queensland, and everything's not depending on this week, but another positive run would definitely get me really considering going.
Yarraman, Bella and Pearl Harbour in the race, but you've taken the claim here with Sophia Arvidsson, and I don't think there's anyone driving better than Sophia at the moment.
Yeah, don't tell her that, or she tell us that. No, she's driving really good, and obviously I needed the claim to get her in the race, so yeah, she'll enjoy driving her.
Impressive performance by Spirit of Anzac last week.
Yeah, he's going back really good. We've fixed a couple of niggles on him. He had me scratching my head there for a while, and obviously now his form's quite consistent. I think we're all over that, but albeit this week drawing 10 looks really hard, and probably just driving for luck this week. It's not probably a horse that can be set to the outside of the track, so although he is going good, he's probably just one to watch.
Yeah, race 4 does look to have numerous chances, and he certainly is one of them.
Yeah, he is. If they go hard and the races run upside down, he'll love that, but as far as making his own luck, I probably wouldn't be looking to drive him that way this week.
Jack, can you give me a push for 4:08 in race 5? Nicely drawn in gate 1. His past 3 runs for you have all drawn wide. I thought his run here last week behind Lurin Lake was very encouraging. Yeah,
it was. Matty Rue, who owns the horse, he said that he hasn't felt like that in quite a long time until he struck a little bit of trouble. He probably travelling too good. He just clipped the wheel and broke stride, and then managed to get himself back down and still sort of being close to the finish. So I was really happy with him. He's pulled up fine since that. And although we're taking on 3 Grimson runners, so we're going to have to earn this win, but I'm sure he'll go a really good race.
Yeah, gate 1's going to be a big plus.
Yeah, it will be. He's probably not known for his blistering gate speed, and probably what you use early you don't have late, but being a small field, you'd imagine he'd be close enough, and yeah, he's definitely good enough against all these horses.
Race 6 is the feature of the Group 3 Tatlow Stakes, named in honour of 2 wonderful people, Rod and Fran Fitzpatrick. Sponsored by AliExpress, they have Prince Louis, but geez, I've got a rap for this Chicago gangster once again for David Thorne.
Yeah, so do I. If you asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have told you that he was just a nice, genuine horse that'll run through the grades, and then after Penrith on Thursday, I think me and David were both sort of shaking our heads thinking, well, he might be better than we think too. So I think he ran a 55.7.5 around Penrith off the track, and the most encouraging thing was he hit the line. He never died on his run. So on that run, I'm thinking that he might be a little bit better than what I originally thought, and really looking forward to driving this horse through the season.
Can you take full advantage of gate 1?
I think so, yeah. He's got good gate speed, and like I said 2 weeks ago, I would have said no, I'll be happy to sit on the favourite, but I think after Thursday's effort, he showed that he deserves a crack, and if they're good enough to get round him, then so be it. But in a $30,000 race, we might as well throw caution in the wind and have a go.
No doubt, Jack, the bigger track compared to Penrith is also to his favour?
Yeah, definitely. He's a lot better here. He got around Penrith pretty good, albeit 3 wide. But yeah, he definitely suited Menangle, and the speed he showed at Penrith. I think this race looks really good for him.
Well, Jack, we move over to race 7. Revy J, a better effort last time out, but still taking on a very strong field.
Yeah, she is. She went good last start, caught in the breeze for the last half of the race, which is not her go. But she just needs luck, and one day she's sort of probably going to bob up and be a bit of an upset. But at the moment, she's just probably a bit hard to follow and just one to watch.
What do you make of BK Spy in the last? Unplaced in the past 5 starts. We know how good she is, but safely held last week, went 6th to the croupier.
Yeah, I was actually really disappointed with her last start. I thought she was back on track, and I actually pulled a blood yesterday, so I'm just waiting for a blood result back. I wouldn't be surprised if something come up there, and if so, I'll pull her out and try and get her back ready for some of the mares races later in the month. But yeah, really disappointed, so just watch that space.
As I said, a nice book of drives, the best of them, Jack?
I think that 2-year-old will be my best. I think Drawn 1, he's definitely one to follow.
As always, thanks for your time.
Cool, thank you very much.